When I was a little girl, I was taken to the movie theater to see a French film. The film was based off the autobiographical graphic novel Persepolis. I was, at the time, the same age as the story Persepolis' protagonist, Margie. We were both 10 years old. In the 2 hours of that film, I learned about a little girl who was the same age as me, and she attended a school where she had to wear a veil, and she wasn't allowed to associate with people of the opposite sex. I learned about a girl who watched girls her age die and had to experience things that little girls should not have to go through. I learned that this girl wasn't allowed to listen to the same music I was allowed to listen to because it was banned in her country for being rebellious. I learned of a girl who was taken away from her family, and when she was just 14, she had to go to a school in another country because it was unsafe to live at her home. At the end of the story, the girl, Persepolis, becomes this rebel. And she's 14, and she takes off the veil, and she starts listening to this music she's not allowed to listen to, like Nirvana and all this cool stuff. And she fights back against the revolution. And that story, at first it taught me of things in this world that, when I was 10 years old, I learned that the whole world isn't Powerpuff Girls and candy canes. I learned that there's real things, and other people in this world are suffering. Well, I'm not. That story taught me to always fight for what I believe in, which is a really powerful lesson for a young girl to learn. Since then, I am now 16. I've stood up for multiple things I believe in, and I'm always first to jump on a cause. I attend a Chicago public high school, CPS. And recently, CPS decided to ban this graphic novel, Persepolis. When I was 10 years old, I had human parents. I heard them swear. I'd turn on the cable TV and, there'd be a sex scene somewhere. And I watched South Park. Kids these days learn vulgarity, obsceneness, swear words from their role models and from the pop culture network. That book didn't teach me anything vulgar or anything that I shouldn't know about. That book taught me morals and things to live by that I'm going to pass down to my kids someday. There's nothing about that book that should be banned. And the fact that CPS wants to take away our rights, our first right, the freedom of speech, the freedom to read, the thing that makes America just flow, and we live in one of the most liberal cities in the state, is just a disgrace. Persepolis is a wonderful story with wonderful morals, and it does not deserve to be banned. And for people who are saying that it's not worth it to fight for the book, it's not about the book. This is about people taking away our right to read what we want. Actually, by taking away that right, we're just like the people in the story Persepolis. I wish I could go to the sit-in tomorrow at Lane Tech, but I'm not allowed to because of having to go to school and having quizzes. But if you can, you absolutely should. Stand up for your rights, just like Persepolis. It's important, and you have to fight the power if you want to keep it. Good night.